Hello everybody and welcome back to Tabs, where in this video I'm gonna be going over some units that I've made.
NANI?
So yeah, let's just get right into it. So here, if we go to more factions, and then could be a Tabs unit. This here is the faction where I've made all of the units. So in here, it's one for each and every single faction. I haven't named them because I come up with terrible names, and I don't think any of these here will actually get implemented into Tabs. It's just, I want to do something again. Like, some of these are I really like. Some of the other ones I really don't like. Yeah, also, why isn't the line? Oh, that's why the line isn't moving. But anyways, let's just get right into it with the tribal unit. So, this dude, I made him a strong unit. So let's give him the squire test. So he costs a little bit over 1,000. So, or like that. And yeah, let's see. So he goes in, he's got a knight charge. And he goes in, he just hits people with his club and shield. So yeah, it's not that special, but he also like flails around a little bit. But I also tried to make them so that they actually could be a Tabs unit. I didn't make them that OP, so it is possible for him to get killed if these squires can aim. What did you aim at? I know what he aimed his shield at. That was his skull. Next is the farmer unit, and he's just a dude that throws apples. Yeah, it's literally just a kid throwing apples. I made him smaller, so he's literally a kid, and he throws apples at people. So if I just take in some halflings, also kids. Yeah, you just... Did he catch that with this inappropriate word? That looked painful. But yeah, because I just feel... Yeah, these hobbits got wrecked, but I feel like the farmer faction don't have many ranged units. Like, yeah, they've got the potioneer, but what is that? What is he gonna do? Like, make people drunk? And like, there is a dude on the wheelbarrow, but that's one dude. And the Scarecrow summons in minions and is the boss of the faction. So just a cheap ranged unit. That's all I needed to make. And for the medieval unit, I made kind of like a berserker-ish sort of dude. He's wielding two short swords. And yeah, like, I didn't have that much of a plan for him, so this here's what I did for him. So he cost 500. I accidentally put in one of them. So let's just take the squire test. So he jumps in like a berserker, and he hits pretty fast with his knives. But it's kind of a mix between berserker and the mace bender, kind of. So yeah, right now I just stabbed that dude in the chest. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like, again, his money should be upped, or he should be changed if it's gonna be an actual unit, but he's not my favorite. Next we have the ancient unit, and this here is a Spartan, because everybody keeps saying that the hoplite, I just say hoplite, okay, don't judge me. Everybody keeps saying that the hoplite is called Spartan, but this here is a Spartan. Like, people with a shield and a spear can also be Spartans, but this here is like the actual Spartan. The people with a shield and a spear is hoplitiles, not or they can also be Spartans, but this here is the actual Spartan. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out. So now it's an actual Spartan. I made him a little bit more expensive than, or like almost double the expensive of hoplitiles. Actually, is it double? A little bit less than double than hoplitiles. So let's just take 2 hoplitiles versus 1 Spartan. No, wait, that's a hoplitile. I didn't mean to. I thought I pressed that. Like that. So let's just see. So he goes in and red victory. So he doesn't have that much health. I just want him to be just a standard unit, sort of. Kind of like the hoplitile, but with a sword instead. Next for the Viking unit. And again, I kind of went after berserker concept, but he doesn't like leap in and stuff. He's got 2 axes and he attacks fast. Like he just goes in, he's got kind of little health. He just goes in, attacks super fast, deals a lot of damage. But doesn't have that much else. Let's do the squire test again. And also, I'm always giving the squires, if it's like this, where it's just 50, then I'm giving it 600, so yeah, he just goes in super fast, attacks super a lot. Oh, yeah, I also forgot that I gave him a jester dodge, but yeah, like, he doesn't have that much health, I think. How much health have you got? Like, I didn't mean to make all of these units super strong, but yeah, I tested him out so much and he died so easily. Why is it now like this? Like, he can't defeat like a king, I hope. You can't defeat a king, right? Please tell me that you can't defeat a king. If you can't defeat the king. There we go. Yeah, so he can't defeat a king, but still, like, I guess the jester dodge could be taken away, so yeah, but he's just a dude that goes in, deals a lot of damage, but then just dies, sort of. Next for the Dynasty unit, and I don't understand why this isn't in the game, because this weapon, the nunchucks, is literally a weapon in the Dynasty, place, in the unit creator. And like, there is some others like that in other factions, where it's like weapons that none of them have in that faction, but it's still in that faction. So yeah, it's just a nunchuck dude. So he costs only a little bit. So again, let's give him the squire test. So 4 squires, and he goes in, he spins, and he hits people with his nunchucks. I think I may have also given him a kick, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, he just got stabbed in the back there. Then onto the Renaissance unit, and again, this is one of the things that the crossbow is in the Renaissance place in the unit creator, but it's not getting used. So a crossbow dude. So just give him some puffy pants, some helmet, and a strap thing. And this here is just, like, I would say it's better than the archer as a ranged unit, but basically everything is better than the archer. But let's just take like that. Ooh, the archers are only only 10 monies to the down thing. So yeah, like, he shoots and it deals kind of a lot of damage, but he doesn't have that much health either. And now for the pirate unit, and that is a cutlass dude, because the pirate faction, like, it's almost funny at this point. Like, ranged unit, ranged unit, ranged unit, ranged unit, ranged unit, half ranged, half melee unit, but if he gets close to an enemy, it's just gonna shotgun them. And melee unit, but it literally costs 250. A cheap melee unit for the pirate faction, it's just needed. So yeah, it's just a cutlass dude. And let's just give him the squire. Oh, that's an archer. No, I didn't mean to do that. Squire test. It's just 1 squire versus 1 guy. So yeah, you just missed. You just stabbed yourself. Yeah, it's basically just a pirate squire. Yeah, they're around about the same power. And now for the spooky unit, and I do not like the spooky unit, because I didn't know what to do for him. There's already so many spooky units. Like, there are 10 spooky units in total. So I didn't know what to do. Like, it's already covered anything. It's got giants, it's got OP units, it's got wacky units, it's got like cheap melee units, it's got cheap ranged units, it's got expensive ranged units, it's got units that quickly go in, it's got siege units. Like, it's already got everything. So I didn't really know what to do for this little guy. So basically, I just made him a better Shadow Walker. So yeah, here we've got the squire test. He just teleports behind them and then slices them with his knives, if he can learn how to walk. There, he just slices them with his knives. So I'm really not happy with him, like, because this is literally just a better other unit. So yeah, not my proudest of units. And can somebody Photoshop like that knife like the blade and the handle and that skull, like so that it like in a picture and send it to me. Just like a death sickle with like a blue skull in it. That would be so cool. And next is the Wild West unit. And this one here I just love. So, you know the quick draw, right? Like, you know, he's like the sheriff in town. He's like sick. He's like cool and stuff. He's an underrated unit. When somebody's underrated and it's still getting used in a lot of armies, you know he's good. So yeah, this little kid, he's like, he's just a dude, you know, living together with his mom and dad and this house right here. Yeah, totally. He's just living there and he's hearing tales about this wonderful quick drop person dude thing, but it's Tanoon and it's like facing off against other dudes, and he also wanted to become one. He took like a vest that he took on his sweater thing. He took a vest, you know, not exactly like the quick draw vest, but close enough. He doesn't have a gun belt, so he didn't have that. He just took on some pants, or some red pants, and some shoes, of course, because he doesn't want to be barefooted when he's gonna look badass. And he took a hat, and he took his dad's gun, because it's the Wild West. And yeah, he's now cosplaying as the quick draw. like out of all, if Landfall is going to add some of these units, which I know they're not, but you know, just if they're going to add one of these units, the Wild West unit, I know it's not going to be one of them, but still, I would not expect Landfall to add this one, if they're gonna add any. And it doesn't really feel like something any Tabs unit would do, but still, I love him so much. So yeah, and he is quite expensive, so let's just take in the squire test. And he has a slower attack speed and deals less damage, and also holds it with two hands because it's so big that it just needs to hold it with two hands. He deals quite some damage, but he's really weak since he's just a child. And next for the good unit, and this one here, it's just I didn't really have anything to do, I didn't really have any ideas for its weapons and stuff, except for I really, really like the wand here, the Solar Architect wand, and then I also just gave her a shield, because shield. And I really, really like the attack, because let's just take equal monies in Squire, like that. And it is negative damage healing beam. So yeah, it doesn't deal that much damage, and yeah, but I really, I feel like that's kind of creative-ish, maybe. So yeah, but she's not that powerful of a unit. And now for the evil unit, and I don't really like the design of this dude. I'm just not digging it. I know that none of the other evil units really have that sort of design. You know, here it's spikes and no face. Here it's spikes. Here it's fire. Here it's old man. Here it's fire. Here it's lightning tentacles. Here it's badass dude. Here it's demon. And here it's evil. And here it's just plain. No, I'm not really digging it. And the power, I'm okay with, because he's kind of the dark peasant son, kind of. So let's just take equal money and squires again. And this here's what he does. So he chucks the dark peasant thingamajigs, but I couldn't make that cool effect where it's dark energy floating around his hands, so I just gave him the Will Knight gloves. So yeah, but he chucks those, and he's actually a really good ranged unit, but you know, he's not that strong, and also he can also blow himself up. So yeah, but still, like, he's not my favorite, but I'm okay with this attack. But yeah, I guess this is the end of the video, so bye!